If you've ever caught yourself thinking, "I'm probably not that intelligent," this video is for you. Because here's the strange truth. The people with the sharpest minds almost never feel smart. They assume everyone else sees what they see. They underestimate their own thinking. And because of that, they never realize how differently their brain works. Psychologists call this intellectual underconfidence. And if you recognize even a few of the behaviors you're about to hear, your mind operates on a level most people never notice. Pay close attention, because habit number 7 quietly separates deep thinkers from everyone else. Habit 1. They're comfortable, not talking. Most people panic at silence. They rush to fill it with noise. Highly intelligent people don't. They pause. They listen. They let conversations breathe, not because they lack ideas, but because their mind is sorting, evaluating, refining. They treat words like tools, not decorations. If something doesn't need to be said, it stays unspoken. And when they finally do speak, it lands with clarity, because it's already been tested internally. To them, silence isn't awkward. It's efficient. Habit 2. They distrust, that's just how it is. Say something is obvious, and they quietly lean back. Not to argue, but to understand. They question defaults, they poke assumptions. They mentally pull systems apart to see how they work, not because they enjoy disagreement, but because unexamined ideas feel incomplete. This habit makes them slow to accept rules that don't make sense and quick to notice flaws others ignore. Their curiosity isn't loud, it's relentless. Habit 3. They notice patterns everywhere. Some people see events. High IQ thinkers see structures. They notice recurring behaviors, repeated mistakes, cycles hidden inside chaos. This allows them to anticipate outcomes long before others catch on. They don't guess what will happen. They recognize the shape of what's already forming. Once you see patterns, life becomes less surprising and more predictable. The downside? It's hard to turn that awareness off. Habit 4. Inefficiency irritates them. They don't complain about broken systems. They mentally redesign them. A slow process, a messy routine, an outdated method. Their brain instantly starts optimizing, not for praise, not for reward, but because solving inefficiency feels satisfying. It's mental play. The frustration comes when others don't see the problem at all, or resist the solution because this is how we've always done it. Habit 5. They consume knowledge sideways. They don't stick to one lane. One week, it's psychology. Next week, economics, then biology. Then, ancient history. Not to master everything, but to collect thinking tools. They care less about facts and more about how different disciplines solve problems. That cross-pollination creates insights most specialists never stumble upon. Their intelligence grows at the intersections. Habit 6. Their thinking has depth, not noise. Yes, they think a lot, but not in loops. Most people replay the same fear again and again. High-level thinkers explore possibilities, test outcomes, and eliminate weak options. They mentally stress-test ideas. By the time they act, they've already rehearsed failure and accounted for it. That's why they appear calm under pressure. They've already been there in their mind. Habit 7. They seek quiet on purpose. Silence isn't empty to them. It's fertile. It's where ideas connect, where insights surface, where mental clutter settles. They don't fear being alone with their thoughts. They depend on it. This is where real thinking happens. In a world addicted to stimulation, their ability to sit quietly and think deeply is a massive competitive advantage. Habit 8. They don't protect their ego. When they mess up, they don't look for excuses. They look for accuracy. They ask, what did I miss? What can I improve? What part of this was my responsibility? This level of self-honesty is uncomfortable, but it accelerates growth. They'd rather face the truth than feel temporarily better. That's why they keep evolving. Habit 9. They organize life around energy, not clocks. They don't force focus when their mind is drained. They know when they think best, and they protect those hours fiercely. Deep thinking during peak clarity. Simple tasks when energy dips. They understand something critical. Productivity isn't about discipline alone. It's about alignment. Work with your brain, not against it. Habit 10. They know how to blend in. Here's the paradox. The smartest people rarely sound smart. They simplify. They translate. They explain without condescension. Because intelligence isn't about impressing, it's about making ideas accessible. They don't elevate themselves, they elevate the conversation. And that quiet adaptability, that's real mastery. If you recognized yourself in even a few of these habits, don't dismiss it. Intelligence doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it hides in how you think, listen, notice, and reflect. The real question isn't how smart am I? It's how intentionally am I using the mind I already have? Which habit stood out to you most? Comment the number below. You might be smarter than you ever gave yourself credit for. And just quiet about it. At the end, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. This channel is here to guide you toward positive thinking, a strong routine, and real success.